Yes, we are excited. We're excited. We are excited. It is Testimonial Thursday. And we are here with some amazing, amazing sisters. The tribe is deep. Tag your friends, start your watch parties. Let them know that we are here to share their testimonies, their stories, and I'm here to share about the awesome and amazing sisterhood called Enough Cosmetics Ambassadors. So tag your friends, share it on your page, start your watch parties. It's about to go down. Y'all know I get excited, right? Y'all know I'm extra. I'm so excited. I'm just super, super, super excited about all the amazing things that God is doing in the lives of our women. We broke history yesterday, y'all. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited, still on 10 from that. So we're going to get started at exactly 7. Tag, tag, tag. Start your watch parties. Come on in. This is Testimonial Thursdays with two of our amazing and beautiful sisters that's a part of the Enough Com. I'm just so excited. I get tongue tight sometimes. But hey, that's all right. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. So again, go ahead and start your watch parties, LaShawn and Carrie. Tag your friends. Let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be fun and exciting. Yes, yes, yes. So we got about 2 minutes. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, come on in, ladies. I see the hearts. I see the numbers climbing. We are excited that you all have joined us on this evening. This is Testimonial Thursdays. And again, we bring two of Enough Cosmetics ambassadors together, and we want them to share their testimonies because how many of us know that we overcome by the testimonies of others? So, what a way for us to bring this platform together and allow my beautiful sisters to share with me. I'm going to share, they're going to share, and we're going to all share together. So, again, start your watch parties, tag your friends, kick your feet back, get your coffee and your cocktail if that's what you prefer, and join us because we're going to have some fun. And you see everybody's lips popping. Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that good stuff too. Carrie, you laughing, you laughing. I love it, I love it, I love it. Yes, bring the energy. Remember, energy is everything, guys. Listen, you gotta be on such high energy when you get around people that they know when you come, they want to be connected to you. They know when you come in the room, they already know what you bring in. And that's how I have been able to grow my businesses. It's not that I know it all or I have it all together. It's that I bring such positive energy and I'm always so joyful. Not that everything in my life is great. Hey, I can be honest with you. It's that I choose today to have joy. I choose today to show up with excitement. I am not worried about what the devil got, what he's trying to throw my way. Today is the day that I'm going to be joyful, grateful, and humble that God has given me the breath in my body to smile at my beautiful sisters and come before you and share some powerful information and testimonies. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. We got 1 minute. Again, if you are just came on, tag your friends, start your watch parties. We are here for Testimonial Thursdays, and I am so excited about everything that God is doing in the lives of women. So I want you to pick your face up, put your smile on, put your lips on. If you're not a part of the Enoch clique, put on your Enoch lips and smile today, because today I am excited. Carrie, you ready? Carrie, you ready? LaShawn,
Yes.
you ready? You ready?
And
All right. I know they like Denise is off the chain. I really am, y'all, but I love to have fun. I love to bring joy. So we're going to get right into it. LaShawn, give the people your name and where you are tuning in from.
my name is LaShawn, and I am actually tuning in from Dayton, Ohio.
Woo! All the way from Dayton, Ohio. Carrie, tell the people your name and tuning in from?
My name is Terry Smith, and I am tuning from Berkeley, California.
Cali, yeah, yeah,
Yay!
yeah. So we got Ohio in the house and we got Cali. Guys, we ain't playing no games, but I tell you, this brand is worldwide. This brand is worldwide. God is good. Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought? Okay, LaShawn, are you a full-time entrepreneur? And if not, what type of work do you do outside of this?
I am not a full-time entrepreneur. I hope to be that way one day, but other than that, I'm a paralegal in the military. I do retire in starting next month. Sorry, my daughter woke up, but
Let's bring the baby in.
sorry. Look, she ain't got no clothes on either. But sorry, I am in the military and I'm a paralegal. So right now I have what, another month or so, and then I start leave, and hopefully this will be something that I will be doing pretty much full time.
Wow. How long have you been in the military?
A little over 20 years.
That's amazing. Thank you for your service.
Yes,
Woo! Yes, yes. Terry, are you a full-time entrepreneur? And if not, what other work do you do?
I am a full-time entrepreneur, 3 businesses. So I am a
Okay.
family daycare provider for 25 years. I've been doing this. I also am a paparazzi consultant. Been doing that for like 2 years. And with Enid, it's been 9 months I've been
Woo!
doing it.
Yes, girl. You better come through. I love it. I love it. A serial entrepreneur. And LaShawn is serving our country. And we honor you on today, my sister.
Yeah.
Yes. Carrie, how did you hear about the Edith Ambassador Program?
So I heard about the Enos through Anita Richards, which is AKA Mama Anita, my church
Ah,
mom. And she had told me about the business. She was so excited. And she actually just wanted to tell me about the lipstick because she knows that I am a lipstick fanatic. And so she asked me, well, first she's like, well, I need you to help me support. And I was like, okay, I'll support. She was like, well, send me a picture. And I was like, okay, I'll put it on, send the picture. She was like, oh my God, are you serious? And so from then I was just like, okay. She was like, well, won't you become ambassador? I was like, nah, I got too much other stuff going on. But I said, I'll support you and I'll help you. And, I'll wear the lipstick and, I'll go ahead and shoot you my pictures and you can use me as your advertisement. So it went from about a month. She asked me again. I was like, nah, well, let me think about it. And then she was like, well, I'm going to give you to the weekend to think about it. And then I'm going to call you back. And of course, she calls me back. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I was like, but I'm not really a seller. But actually, I am. But like, I'm not really a seller. I'll put it on and I'll promote. She was like, that's selling, promoting. So it started, in June. And I've been with the company ever since. So I'm excited to be here. And I'm just in love.
awesome! I love it. LaShawn, how did you hear about the Edith Ambassador Program?
I actually was on, how they have all these different like Black business groups on Facebook. I actually was just browsing through because it was somebody that said, hey, post your business. And so I went through and I was literally looking through all the comments because I was like, okay, I'm woke, the kids woke up. So it was late and I was like, let me look through all these comments. And then I just happened to see it was Gwendolyn Bryant. And so I seen her post and I was like, let me look at this. And so I clicked on her link and then where it said ambassadors, because I looked through all the products and then I went to where it said ambassadors and I read through everything on there. And I was like, let me send her a message. And I just randomly sent her a message. And I was like, she's probably not going to respond back. Because a lot of times you send people messages and it'll go to like their spam folder or, whatever, they don't know you. She instantly responded back and said, yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And I said, oh, okay. So she sent me it's funny because she sent me the link again and she said, go here, look at this. And she was telling me like everything to look at. And I was like, okay. And so the first thing I asked her, because I told her, I said, I'm working. I get off at, XX time. I said, can you I'll give you a call. And she said, okay. And so we ended up talking. She was telling me like, where she was from, and I'm actually retiring and moving out to the same place. I was like, oh, we might actually get to meet each other.
That's
And so
amazing.
uh, when I was asking her, I was like, this isn't an MLM, is it? And she was like, no. She was like, it's not like that. And then she was telling, like the perks. She was like, whatever you sell, you get the 40%. So she was actually explaining like everything. And I said, oh, hold on, I could do this. I said, no, I haven't really been, because I feel like I'm bugging. I'm the kind of person where, like, if I'm selling something, I kind of sort of feel like I'm bugging people sometimes, like if I'm calling them or sending them messages or whatever. And so I told her, I said, that's something that I'm probably going to have to, try to get over. I said, but as far as like, talking and whatnot, I'll have that down. So I told her, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and I'll do this. I said, because I mean, I don't wear, for me, it was like, everybody said, what you selling? And this was funny. Everybody's like, you selling makeup? You don't even wear makeup. I said, in correction. You know what I'm saying? Then I went over the products that we actually sell. I was like, I always wear lip gloss, whether it has color to it or whatever, I always wear that because as a kid, I've always had dry lips. So I was like, no, I can do this. I can promote, something that I actually wear. And so I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And then she told me about, what to do, the 3 steps. And then after I did that, had somebody call me and everything. And I was just like, this is exciting because I've never actually, or maybe this is probably going into another question, but I've never
No,
had
go ahead.
a company, because there's other I call it entrepreneur ventures that I've been on, and like they just didn't fit. So after, what I'm saying, like a month or two, I was like, oh, okay, what I'm saying, this isn't for me. But I said, I've never been with a company that wants you, what so many like-minded people that want you to excel. Like they excel and they want you to excel too. It's like I've never had that before, because initially when she was explaining, saying, oh, you'll have like your RD and you'll have, and I didn't understand what she was saying at the time. I was just like, okay, I'll be put in a group. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, before, and then they'll forget about you. Oh no, this is so much different. I was like, wow. The level of like everybody is just like so, like excited to like talk about the product, and oh my goodness, yes. And it's a great product. Then, like tastes funny, it don't smell funny. I was like, I just love it. So I'm happy that I was scrolling through and seeing her post, but that's actually,
Oh,
into doing it.
wow. Amazing. See what that does for me, because again, the ambassador program is only 2.5 years old. So when I hear women that don't know me and found Enough, I just get so bubbly on the inside. And I thank God, because 2.5 years ago, I didn't want to do the ambassador program because I could see the weight of it all. And I was like, Lord, you want me to do what? I don't want to do that. But I knew that it was necessary, and I knew that it was a need, and I knew that it would bring so many women together and allow us to really build off one another, because that's what the sisterhood is all about. It's all
Right.
about love, building one another, unity. And it just makes me, when I do these testimonies, I'm gonna tell you, I just get super, super excited. So I know how long have you been in the with the organization, LaShawn? I know she's been in for 9 months.
It's been, well, it's been about 6 months, because it was
Six
like
months.
around the middle/end part of July.
That's amazing. So tell me, Carrie, how has the program Sisterhood impacted your life?
The sisterhood has impacted my life tremendously. And why I say that is really the sisterhood, because I've been in like a lot of organizations where, they say quote unquote sisterhood, but nobody really reaches out to you. And for
Right.
me, when I first started with Mama Anita, she was always there, Miss Anita Richards, but I call her Mama Anita's. She would, if any time I had questions, she was always there for me. But to have other sisters just reaching out, checking, making sure that I'm okay, sometimes it's hard for me to comprehend. So I'm going to ask you like 4 or 5 times the same question. And they were okay. I was like, don't worry about it. So for me, it's allowed me to be more confident. Um, uh, as far as public speaking, because like I said, I don't like talking. I can do everything else, but if you ask me to talk, then I get bubbly. I start tumbling over my words. So it's allowed me to be a better public speaker and to just really inspire, you know. When I get on live, when I do my lives, it's not all about the lipstick, but it's about changing lives. And if
Yes.
I can inspire if I can inspire one person on my live, then that makes me happy, because you never know what somebody is going through, and just a simple showing you the demonstration on some lipstick, or just, sharing my life story, because I have a story. And like I tell everybody, my pictures are my story. So if anybody that knows me and everybody knows my past, I've been through a lot. So for me to be able to share my story and to allow my for my story to encourage somebody else, that makes me feel good. So this company has really allowed me to not only be a better public speaker, but to be a sisterhood to my sisters and to the community. Um, and I'm kind of rambling because I'm trying to think what I'm going to say.
That's all right.
But I mean, it's just an eye opener. It's just an eye opener for me, because there was a time where I wasn't good enough. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't worthy enough, you know? Um, so to have a sisterhood that's always in my corner, that's always in my inbox. I have this one particular sister that she said, I haven't seen you in a while. And she inboxed me, and then she called me on the phone. And I had some issues going on with my accounts and stuff. So I had to make some changes. So I wasn't on like I usually do. But just to get that phone call to say, you know what, you inspire me. And for me not to see you, I'm gonna come and check on you. I'm gonna come see about you. And if you're not on here 2 or 3 days, I'm gonna come and see about you. So I I just I just grab hold to the sisterhood, um, because it means a lot to me, And I do have sisters that, that I can reach out to, but just to be in a company where everybody loves you, everybody is cheering you on, no matter if, you make a boo-boo or not, but they're just always giving encouraging words, and it should allow me to be a better public speaker, to allow me to be a better sister, allow me to be a better friend. And so I'm just excited to be a part of this wonderful team of sisters, and to be able to let my light
Wow.
shine, in whatever I do, if that makes sense.
Absolutely amazing. Wow, Carrie. That was amazing. That was very touching. That is what we are here. It's so much bigger than lipstick. Lipstick is the byproduct of the community. It's a community of women that come together to inspire and encourage one another and hold each other arms up. It's just everything. LaShawn, take it away. How has the ambassador program impacted your life?
I'm sorry. I was like, I was running to go get my charger really quick.
You're all right.
Goodness, I don't want the phone to hang up on me. And my husband was coming to get my daughter because he was like, "Ain't you doing this video? Give her to me." I'm like, "Okay." But for me, I was like, this has actually, it's allowed me to work on something that I have personally had a problem with, and that is actually accepting help. So I'm that kind of person, like when I need, or if I have something going on, or even if it's a lot of stuff going on, I'm the person that kind of, I guess, gets overwhelmed, because I'm like, okay, if I want it done, let me do it myself. But being a part of Enid has allowed me, because I was like I really like my group now. I've gone from, you know what I'm saying, like I get, when people are y'all are, kind of like reorganizing and moving me. I love my group that I'm in now.
We will not move you.
I was like, don't move me again.
We will not move you.
But I love the group that I'm in now. I was like, the goodness, I was like, because I am like retiring, they're like, okay, we know you're retiring now. You're working on, trying to, get everything done just to make sure that, they don't mess up my pay and to make sure that, my insurance and everything is like good to go for retirement. But even though they know that I have a lot going on, they still call and check on me, or they'll be like, hey, I know Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know if, you have to, it doesn't even matter what the holiday is. Hey, Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is coming up. It's the weekend. We will, we want to get everybody out there and get paid. And they'll, just, this is a meme that I thought you could use, or, whatever. I was like, and I grew up in the military because my dad was military, and so we traveled around a lot, and just actually having sisters everywhere. I'm just like, wow, because I mean, yes, I have a sister, but my sister is still in Texas, and with the military, you just travel around. So it makes me feel like I have family everywhere, because I was like, there's people in this group that's everywhere. That's why I'm so excited to actually get back to get back to Texas after I retire, because I'm like, oh my goodness, hold on, Charlita. Oh my goodness, I just love her. I was like, Charlita's in Texas. I'm like, hold on. It's like there's so many people. The niece is in Texas.
Yes.
It just makes me so happy. I'm like, man, it's like just them wanting you to succeed. It's so many, and it's something that I keep seeing all these posts that go around that says, like, how you have women, and they're saying if you want your life to change, you have to like surround yourself around pretty much like-minded people, because if you're trying to excel or do something different, and then you're always hanging around people that's like, oh, that had their negative all the time, they don't want, and I've never cared about people like supporting me or not, because I feel like you something Charlita always says, she's like, all you do is kind of like in the Bible, where it's like you plant the seed, and then people will see it there. If they constantly see your videos or they constantly see your photos, they'll come around. So I was like, I get excited when people are like, oh, I've been meaning to, get with you. I seen your picture. I like that color. Because one of my friends just did that, and she was just like, because I thought she was asking, because my videos just said about posting samples. I was like, oh, if you want a sample of these colors. So then she's like, what do you have that's in red? So then, I'm sending her colors of red, and she's like, oh, no, no, no. The one with the looks like they got glitter on. I was like, they do have glitter on. This is red. They have red glitter over it. She was like, okay, I want both of those. And then it was like, hold on, do you have a blue? Like, I like the one. So I sent her, the lady in royal. And
I
she was like,
love
okay,
it.
so I like royal. And then she's like, hold on, one more. I'm sorry to bother you. I want one that's gold. So then she's like, gold nugget. So I was just like, wow, so like I've been doing this all this time, and just randomly, because I was like, people, and I get it, because Facebook is doing some different stuff now, so you may not see everybody's post, but it always makes me so excited, because like my cousins and just people that I know in the military, they're like, man, I've been meaning to get around, like, and talk to you and ask you questions. So I was like, I really like that, because I feel like there's no way that you can fail. Like I said, I love, what I'm saying, the group that I'm in, they check on you, we check on each other. I just love it. I was like, and it's not even just a group. It's still like, if I have a question, and I always say in the military, they say there's no such thing as a dumb question, even though
Right.
I feel like sometimes I ask dumb questions. I was like, Alexis will answer the questions. I bug you a couple of times asking you questions. So I was like, I just appreciate everything, because I've never been a part of anything like this, like ever. And it's awesome.
Really? Wow, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so full right now. And it's so amazing because again, it's all about love and unity and building a community of women. For
Right.
those women that have just tuned in, we are talking about the Enid Ambassador Program. The website link is scrolling across the bottom. Take a look at it, ladies. You will not regret it. These ladies are giving their testimonies. Women that did not know me, did not know about Enid Cosmetics, but they saw something in it and jumped right on board. And I tell you, the program is only 2.5 years old, but the company is 6 years old. And we thank God that I decided to step out on faith and create this with some amazing leaders to be able to bring women together around the world. So, ladies, I just want you to give a testimony of where you are and how God has moved in your life in spite of all the things that we have all endured over this last year, even myself down to Enid Cosmetics. There was a point when I didn't know if the company was going to sustain because everything was closed down. But by faith, we kept going and we kept doing what we needed to do to get to the next level. And that's what a lot of us got to understand, that even in the difficult times, you got to see that it's opportunity in those times. And you got to understand that you got to keep persevering. You got to understand that without faith, you can't do absolutely nothing. And you got to believe, even when things don't look believable, you got to believe. See, 12, 13 years ago, it didn't look believable to me. Like, it didn't look possible for me, a chick from the hood, could make it out. Like, that seemed so far fetched for me. But I knew that if I could just wrap my head around it, and if I could just continue to push and believe, no matter what I saw, and say to myself, you can own a profitable business. You can do it. Connect with the right women. Get around some bigger circles. Change what you see, and begin to speak life into your life. And once you begin to do that, things in your life, in your whole circle, will begin to shift. Because remember, everything starts with you. If you're not where you want to be in your life, you got to look at the person in the mirror. You got to begin to do the work. And even in the hard times, we still got to show up, and we still got to do the work. So, Carrie, I just want you to give just a little testimony about where you are. Just be a little transparent, because this platform is really about us opening up and being transparent. So it can be short, it can be long, but it's up to you.
Okay, so during this pandemic, it's been up and downs. You know, I lost my father in November. I lost my mom 2 years ago, so exactly 2 years apart. But through it all, through everything, I still remain to stand, even though it was so hard sometimes. Even though I didn't want to go on live, um, I just stand. I still continue to stand. I don't know. I know what it is. It was nothing but God that got me through everything. But I just see that even through the pandemic, all my businesses were still working. I was working every day. I didn't have to close. And so that just allowed me to just push no matter what. Push through no matter what. Through the tears, through the pain, through everything. God has given me so much more since this pandemic than I have had the last 50 years I've been on this earth.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
so it is just a blessing to be able to be in business. It's a blessing to be able to still push and to see an increase in my income in this pandemic. So I just thank God for just allowing me to do what I said I was going to do. I wrote the vision about 2 years ago, what I wanted to do. And because of fear, it stopped me. But then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just step out on faith and I'm going to just do it. Some days will be slow, some days will be booming. But even through this pandemic, I can still stand. And one thing that really encouraged me is when I had to change my businesses. Actually to change my Facebook. And so I'm under a brand new Facebook, and I don't really have a lot of customers coming. But when I go live, it might be one person on there. But I'm confident now because I said, I don't care if it's one. I don't care if I talk to myself. I'm going to continue getting on here, and I'm going to continue doing what I need to do. Because somebody's going to come on that live, and they're going to be encouraged. Even if they don't buy any lipstick,
That's right.
they're going to be encouraged by what I'm presenting. So I thank God for this opportunity. Is allowing me to see that I am more than a conqueror. I can do
Mm-hmm.
whatever I put my mind to. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. I'm going to stand no matter what. And that's
All
the story.
right. What one nugget would you leave with the viewers or the listeners? What one powerful nugget would you leave with the ladies that are tuning in tonight?
Um, to believe, don't let your fears block your blessings.
Mm.
No matter which, well, no matter what that inner, I always talk about that inner self, and I always have these thoughts in my heads where I can't do because of my past, but I'm looking forward to my future, and those words that used to hurt me is now healing me. And
Mm.
so my thing to anyone here on today, go for your dreams. Don't stop no matter what. Because we saw yesterday a plain example that anything is possible if you believe. I don't care how old you are. I'm 50 years old. I'm still looking 30, but
Yes.
but I'ma still push no matter what. That's all.
Amazing. Thank you, Carrie.
You
Miss
welcome.
Sean, share a little testimony with the listeners.
Oh goodness, that was like I initially thought, because like I said, I've been on other entrepreneurial, I don't even know if that's even for saying, being an entrepreneur in other ventures, and it didn't turn out well. So when I initially started, I was like, okay, if I can make $100 in a year, and I know that probably sounds so low, but when you've been in other, ventures, and it turns out to where, what I'm saying, you don't even make that much in a year, I was like, okay, I'm setting my goals low, so I will not be frustrated, if it doesn't happen. And so when I, made it to the first 100, I was like, oh, hold up, this this business is actually working. And then I was just like, "Ooh, thank you, Jesus! I made the right decision on this." Because before I make any decision, I always pray about it,
Mhm.
because I feel like, you know God will tell me, not, literally talking to me, telling me, but I feel like God will lead me in the right direction to let me know what's good and what's not good. So I was super excited. Like every time I make a sale, it's like being a I say like a kid in a candy store, because I'm so excited, especially when people ask questions and want to know like the ingredients, and all, just everything that's inside of it. But for me, I'm just like, I just would tell, keep doing. No, how can I say, regardless of what you've done in your past, if something didn't work out, just know that this is 100% like different than anything that you've ever done before. And for me, I just keep saying push. I know a lot of people say like pray until something happens. Yes, it stands for that too. But I always just say like persevere until something happens. Because I wrote my vision down as well. I was just like, and I've like far by surpassed what I ever thought that this business could actually be for myself. And I think about it, I'm just like, man, it's so awesome. Like I honestly and truly cannot believe that I am successful. I mean, like I said, just from being unsuccessful in other ventures, and it just makes me happy. Like it gives me chills. Like, oh my goodness, sorry. Every time somebody, every time somebody wants to talk
Yes.
about it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm excited. I was like, it just, I don't know. And then watching like testimonies and other things, I just be sitting here, goodness, crying with people. I'm so excited about like the business. I was like, but for me, my testimony is just the fact of knowing that it can actually happen. And
Mhm.
like I said, I set my goals low, but I'm like, I've like 1,000 times, 1,000% surpassed what I actually set my goals to be. So
Wow.
I'm happy.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That brings me so much joy. That just lets me know that no matter what you go through, you got to keep going, because
Yeah.
it's not about you. It's not about LaShawn. It's not about Carrie. It's the people that's attached to each and every one of you that looks for you because you're holding on to what they need. So when we go through things,
Right.
we got to remember that it's bigger than us.
Mhm.
If I had given up because I'm going through things, then I wouldn't be connected to any of you. Any of you wouldn't be connected to any of cosmetics. So we got to always remember to show up and show up in excellence. Even when we don't feel like it, even when things get hard, even when we want to throw in the towel, even when we don't get those sales, even when it doesn't look favorable, we still have to show up. We still have to keep going. We still got to keep praying, and we still got to keep serving and keep giving.
Mhm.
Those are the principles of God that we can never get away from. and then we can really, really grow and excel to those next levels. I made a post today, and as I was sitting in my studio today, this song came on, and I just started crying. Tears fell from my eyes because I just had a flashback. And sometimes God will take you back to bring you back forward. It's like a slingshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting here, and I can literally remember it was like I was taken out of where I am and put back into that space of just barely enough, or barely making it, or couldn't pay my bills, or just trying to catch up on the past due bills. And I said, oh my God, Lord. And the tears, I could not stop the tears from flowing. I share that because 12, 13 years ago, I was in a place of poverty. I was in a place of depression, a place of just a place where I never want to ever be again. And the things that I did and I continue to do, and that is to show up, the things that I've done to create 7 and 8 figure businesses, I had to get outside of my own thinking and out of my own way and say, God, what is it that you would have me to do? Because I'm tired of that life. I'm tired of the barely making it. I'm tired of the just getting by. It has to be another way. And it all leads right back to women. It all leads right back to building relationships, nurturing relationships, getting out of your own way and getting connected to people that you can help and those people can help you. Guys, I hadn't done anything else but continue to network with positive and like-minded women. So Enough Cosmetics is that and so much more. So ladies, this has been fun. I'm so excited about what God is doing in the lives of women. I thank you all the way from California. I thank you all the way from Ohio. Thank you for entrusting in Enough Cosmetics. Y'all don't understand. I'm so humbled and so grateful that women from around the world have found it fit to join an organization that was once a dream. And now it's a reality 2.5 years later in the game. So many people counted us out. So many people thought that it couldn't be done, but God saw different. He found us favorable, and he said, go forth, my daughter. I got it. I didn't know anything about what I was doing, but I moved by faith. So I say to you that's tuning in, stop holding on, stop being afraid, step out, connect with this positive community, and it will help you to grow to the levels that you desire to grow in. The testimonies of my sisters, how they are so excited to be connected, how other dreams and visions are coming to life for them, all by connecting with like-minded women. Can y'all give me a testimony and say amen or something?
Amen.
Amen.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank y'all for tuning in to Testimonial Thursdays. Thank you, LaShawn. I love you. Thank you, Carrie. I love you. And I can't wait for us to come together where we can just love on each other, adapt each other's elbows, or whatever we're going to have to do by the time June and July hit. But I tell you, I'm so grateful and so honored. Trust me, I do not take it lightly that you all are a part of Enough Cosmetics. I wish you much success in everything that you do. Love on those babies. Give them a big old hug for me. Carrie, I love you, my sister.
Love you
Good
too.
night, ladies.
Good
Love
night.
you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.